What's going on, guys? It is Timo Flamingo coming at you from the orange side of this Pokemon Unite replay. Today's video is indeed the Mewtwo, aka the Mewtwo 3, 4, and 5, because you don't need anybody else on your team when you pick this guy. This guy is the nuts. Nah, but I'm gonna say it right off the bat, guys. This is actually take 2 because I just talked for 10 minutes while looking at the opposing team's Mewtwo. Didn't realize that this is my Mewtwo. Thank you, Timmy Tencent, for making the replays confusing sometimes. Anyways, Mewtwo 3, 4, and 5. Yes, this guy's nuts, and yes, you read it right. This is my very first time playing with Mewtwo. It actually took me a few tries because everybody's picking the boy. You know, the sickest Pokemon to ever hit Unite. So, you know, it took me like an hour. I have him favorited, or had him favorited, just to get this video. And at the end of this video, I'm going to real-time my player card to show you that it's my first time playing him. And guys, I haven't watched footage on this guy. I know he's the nuts. I haven't watched Spray Goals, Chris Heroes. I haven't watched anybody else play this Pokemon. I've just been experiencing him on the receiving end, or on the helping end of a Mewtwo pay to win 30 percentile, or their win percentage is only 30%, and they got a green ribbon and blue ribbon Mewtwo just because they suck at this freaking game. No, anyway, alright, so enough of that. If you like Mewtwo, you know, all for you, but good players like myself and a bunch of other people, they stay away from the absolute meta, the number one Pokemon, because they don't need him to win. It's boring. When you're already good at the game, you don't need to be any better by picking a Pokemon that just absolutely dominates everybody. I guess he had a bug for like the first week he was out. Timmy Tencent hopped on that quickly. We were all happy. We thought it was going to fix everything, right? Wrong. No, there's still people putting up 140, 150k damage with this monstrosity of a Pokemon. And at this point, boys, we gotta face it. We gotta live with it. You see, I'm not a complainer. I'm not a complaining type of guy. And every once in a while, I'll say something's a little unfair, like what's going on. You know, I got a Chansey helping me here, but I don't need this Chansey. I just smack up that Buzzwole. But anyways, your boy Timo isn't a complainer. He's really not. He takes it on the chin. He takes the meta for what it is. When it was the Zacian Comfy meta, I was playing mages, Delphoxes, picking my favorite Pokemon Glaceon, Pikachus, you know, what have you. There's a lot of ranged attackers. Go pick Greninja. You know, Cinderace was back in the race because, you know, he can hit that Zacian Comfy from afar and dash out of the way when it came with the Sacred Sword. No problem, right? But Mewtwo, you would think it's the same thing, but I'm using Future Sight right now, or Future Strike. I can't really remember the name right now off the top of my head. And I'm using that in Recover. And the pull-in effect kinda gives the big dong to the mages, I gotta say. So it's a little different from the Zacian meta. Also, Mewtwo doesn't need Comfy to actually make him shine, especially with Comfy and his nerfs. It's not that big a deal, although I did see a Mewtwo Comfy and it put up almost 200k damage. Anyways, yeah, no, Mewtwo alone is a problem enough. I mean, this guy can take on 2, 3 Pokemon by himself, no problem. Maybe not knock them all out, but his sustainability, his Unite move, his moves, his stats, they're all ridiculous. You know, I literally picked up his profile card when I went to go pick up this Pokemon, read his moves a little bit, and I read that as the Mega Gauge increases, so does his attack and defense and everything else. And that's just ridiculous, guys. That's not... there's not a single Pokemon in this game that does that, right? But here we are. We're here to face it. We're here to live it down. And while I would say it's a big deal, guys, I've played a lot of games. I've played TCGs. I've played a lot of Pokemon games. I've played a lot of just games in general. And there is a meta and every single one, and any company, it doesn't matter, everyone from Treyarch to Tencent to Blizzard, everyone in every company has a thing that they have a number that they need to meet. And in order to meet this number, they got to come out with new, exciting stuff. And if the stuff is new, it's fresh, and it gives you a new experience, that's fine. People are going to buy it. But if it's something you need, or if it's something really good, it turns in from a want into a need. Those numbers go up. So, I hate to say it, guys, but this is gonna be... We're gonna have a meta like this probably every other Pokemon, every other drop. You know, because I feel like Lapras came out. Lapras was actually pretty good, but it wasn't broken. There's a lot of Pokemon that came out in Pokemon Unite. I've been playing this game for officially a year now, this past August, I want to say. And, I mean, I've seen quite a few releases. You know, can't name them all right now. I hear horror stories about Espeon releases, I think, other releases from the first year this game was out. But to be honest, like, you know, I lived through the Zacian release, and then when Zacian got nerfed, we got a few more Pokemon. Yeah, they were pretty good. You know, Umbreon came out hot to trot, big, doing big numbers for a defender out of the box. You know, stuff like that. And I've been here for the lackluster releases. To be honest, Comfey came out before Zacian, and Comfey was not good. Nobody... It was hard to use. It's a very lazy Pokemon, and you know, so on and so forth. But anyways, guys, there's always going to be a meta. There's always going to be that Pokemon to pick. And every now and again, we're going to get that nice, juicy, balanced meta for like a month, maybe two at best. But these companies got to make their money, guys. And they're going to come out with Pokemon. They're going to exercise their techniques, their marketing gimmicks to let the whales and the people that, you know, suck at this game pick up a Pokemon and win and feel good about themselves, you know. So I mean, I'm coming in, I'm like brain dead, dude. This whole game, I'm just kind of talking about Mewtwo and metas and the state of the game right now, sure, but I haven't even talked too much about this Pokemon, because if you're watching this video, honestly, you already know that Mewtwo's broken, and you're just watching another YouTuber's video on how broken Mewtwo is. But to put it plainly, if I had to nerf anything about this guy, like, it's gonna be his stats all the way around. His moves you might be able to leave alone, but right there, what you just saw, right there, that Unite move has to go. That stun, the amount of damage it does, and the fact that it hits every Pokemon, it all has to go. Maybe it can still hit every Pokemon, but the stun has to go. And that's it, guys. That's the game. That's just me. I fainted a few times, sure, but I got a few knockouts, and I did some heavy damage with a Pokemon I have next to no idea how to use. So let's go ahead and prove that that was a ranked match. We're going to take a look at the details. And your boy went 8-6. Nothing too crazy. I mean, look, the Leafeon kind of did better than me. However, I still did the most damage on the squad. It was a W that I did pick up. And guys, I can't stress how much I did not know what I was doing. So 79k damage, about 80k damage. I mean, this Mewtwo did 100k. Went 9-7, so did a little better, but it's a problem. It's a real problem. I'm not gonna be. I don't like complaining, as I've said a million times, but it's just something that I will acknowledge as a lover of this game, as a player of this game. Oh, hold on. I don't think that's how I look up. I think I go to favorite Pokemon. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom just to prove that I have a 100% win rate with Mewtwo. Yeah. Just that one battle, guys. I'm not going to be using this guy a lot. It's too broken. And until they nerf him, I'll buy his Hollowware. and I'll give you guys a good video on how you can use Mewtwo effectively in a balanced meta. That's it all. Yeah, that's it for today, boys and girls. Timo Flamingo, signing out.